It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' sure-handed wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Falcons and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Operating from the gun. Steele. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the gun on 3rd down. Steele. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun. Steele. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
2nd down and 8.
Operating from the gun. Steele. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Operating from the gun. Steele. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The numbers for Jones last week: 6 catches, 65 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Third and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it as we resume action.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He was a perfect 7 of 7 on that opening drive, the 7th being the touchdown pass. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Steele. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
In motion, the tight end. Off the play fake. Steele. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Falcon football.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He finds his man, complete. That's man. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Off play action. Horn. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Horn.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Steele.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 19.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is taken around the 12.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Horn in trouble, and he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hurt. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the gun on 3rd down. Horn. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Go! Go!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
70 range. 70 range. Track it 60. Ready?
On 4th down, Horn. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Throwing to start the drive. Steele. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
Back to throw. Steele got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons.
Operating from the gun. Steele. Left side to Lamb. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Steele. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give right side. Barnett. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 10 yards out.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
18 rep. Check.
Throwing to start the drive. Horn. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Horn. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Horn.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Come on. Set. Mustang 19. Check go.
They go play action here on 1st down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Horn out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Powering forward. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
With it on the return is Logan.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Steele.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
Throwing to start the drive. Steele. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Steele.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Steele. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2.
That is caught by Lamb.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2.
Let's go.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Steele.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That is caught.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Operating from the gun. Steal. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the 49ers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
2nd down and 3.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. Curve 19, curve 19. Say, hey! 79 Bronco.
Back to throw. Horn. Dancing to his left. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Cole Kmet,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Falcons are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Steal.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their